everyone, Katie from MB Tennis. Hope you guys are doing great today. Just got off court and I was thinking about a question that I get a lot in the comments, but also when I'm at home in the summers at my club. And that question is, Cade, I'm a beginner. What tennis equipment should I buy to start playing? Well, I'm going to make a video about it for you guys here today. And I'm going to show you guys strings, rackets, shoes, and grips that you guys can buy while keeping it on a budget. So that's right, it's gonna be under $200, all of this stuff. So if you wanna see what that looks like, stay around and watch the video. So before we get to it, do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. It really, really means a lot to us if you guys can. So many of you guys are actually not even subscribed to the channel. So definitely click subscribe. And if you enjoy the video, like it and leave a comment what you think about it here at the end. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, so we're here on TennisZon. This is the site I'll be using. They are a Canadian retailer. If you want to buy anything on their site at their normal price when it comes in, you can use our code MPTennis10 to get 10% off. So if you're from the States, they do ship to the States, I believe. But if you're from the States, you can use Tennis Warehouse if you want, or Europe or anywhere else in the world. You can use your online retailer or whatever. But we're going to get started. We are on a budget, so we're going to the sales because we're going to get this number under $200. So we're going to go to product type. We want to get a racket here to start. So right off the bat here, we see these Dunlop rackets. Now these 3 Dunlop rackets, I'm going to pick the LS one. I believe that, let's just look at the specs here real quick. 98 square inches, 10 point, it's 290 grams. So this racket is going to be great because it's a little bit lighter for the beginner. If you had the most money in the world, I would probably suggest, going with a pure drive or a pure hour. However, the pure drives and pure hours are not on sale right now. So we got to work with what we have. And this racket is a lighter weight racket and it's coming in at an amazing price. So $100. Can't really beat that. So I would suggest this if you're really trying to keep it under the budget here. So $100, we're going to add this to the cart. Perfect. Next, we need to find some shoes. Now, I know everybody has different feet, but let's stick with Nike for this first run through, and then we'll go through a second run through because there can be some variation here. So we're going to pick a hard court shoe. Here we go. We're going to go to brand, filter it, Nike. So the one thing that's big here when we're looking at shoes, when you're a beginner, you don't need to have the best of the best. If you look here, we got the newest, GP Challenge Pro. You got the GP Challenge 1, hopefully, which I'll be reviewing soon. So stay tuned for that. But we don't need these flagship shoes, guys. If you're a beginner, you really don't. You just need a court shoe that's basic. So actually, you need something like this right here, the Nike Vapor Light 2 Premium. Okay, coming in at $57, and they also have my size. So we'll use that perfect as an example. There's nothing too special about this shoe. It's just going to be your basic, what you need when you're just starting out, okay? Sick color as well. So we got that in there. Now we got to find some string. Now people are probably losing their marbles when it's coming to string. Where are we? We got to go to tennis gear. People are probably losing their minds here when it's coming to string. They're like, tennis string, because think about it. If you're a beginner, you probably don't know much, which is totally okay. There's different kinds of strings. There's polyester string. There's multi-filament strings. There's, synthetic gut, natural gut. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Since you're just starting out, we also want to stay on a budget. I would suggest using a Syngut or a multi, just because it will be easier to generate some power. It's going to be more comfortable on your arm. So these Synguts right here, $4, you really can't beat it. If you're somebody that's like, you got lots of money to spend, you can look at some of the multis they got or maybe throw in a hybrid. But we are on a strict budget, folks. So we're going with the $4 synthetic gut white. Synthetic gut here from Head. Perfect. So now we have 3 items in the cart. We only need to add one more thing, and that is a grip. Folks, you got to use a grip, guys. You got to put grips on your rackets. Where are we? Grips, accessories. Here we go. Overgrips. And maybe I'll get some people that don't like Wilson overgrips, but let's go with Wilson overgrips for the sake of this example. $8. You really can't beat it. You get 3 there. I'm gonna add this to the cart. Boom. $168, guys, for your brand new tennis setup. So you would just plug in your information here and you're on your way. So once again, the Dunlop racket, is it the best option? I would probably suggest a Pure Drive or a Puro, but those rackets are not on sale right now and aren't on sale that often, just because they're very popular. And this is also an older model now, this, Dunlop CX. And it's also, great because it's a little lighter weight, like I said. The shoes, perfect. They're a court shoe. Nike makes great tennis shoes. It's going to feel good on your foot. People are going to notice that moving laterally, it's going to feel way better than runners. So if you're somebody that's been using runners on the tennis court and you're a beginner, you're going to notice that, and it's going to be the greatest thing ever. The Sin Gut string will work great. First time stringing a racket, you're not even going to notice. It'll be fine. And then, of course, throw grip on there. All for $168. Can't beat that, folks. So with that, this is example number 1. I'm going to show you another example that you can do if you want to spend a little bit more money. Okay, so here we go. We're on to example number 2. We're going to spend a little bit more money, like I said. So let's start off with rackets. Still going to go to the sale tab, though, because we still want to keep this relatively cheap. Brand, we don't need to filter by brand. We need to filter by rackets. Here we go. So like we had talked about earlier, the Dunlop rackets here. If you want to get one that was heavier, you also could do that as well. The LS just means light, so you can get one set or a little bit heavier here. And then you're going to have some options here. Some of these don't come in the grip size that I want, so I'm actually trying to find one that if I was a beginner, I would want a 4 3/8 grip. So let's find one with that. The Clash would work actually quite well. These are on sale right now. However, still $200 can be pricey for some people. So here we go. Head Boom MP. This would be a great one. I believe the Head Boom MP is around 300 grams. 295, even better. So pretty light coming in at stock. You're going to throw some string in that. It'll be a little heavier. Good price here. So let's do that. This is going to be, like I said, the same as the CX. When you really, oops, I don't want a 4 or 1/8 grip. There we go. When you're just starting, it is important to have a solid racket, but it isn't like the end all be all, especially if you're on a budget here. Where am I going? We got the racket there. So yeah, this racket's going to give you good power. It's a real tennis racket. Let's just remember that. It's not like you're going to like your sports store down the street and they have like rackets that have string in it that suck. Okay. This is a racket that is going to work well. It's a little bit more expensive than the CX. Probably because it's just a little bit newer. So we got the racket. Now we need to get some shoes. We did Nike shoes. So I'm going to use an Adidas example because not everybody likes Nike. You could also use Asics as well. I'll actually check off Asics and Adidas just for the sake of it to show you guys that, both companies will have some shoes on sale. So as for Asics, these are still pretty, flagship. We're in like 182. Here we go. We're getting a little, Asics actually doesn't have that many on sale right now. I think their cheapest one is 122 here. We've got 91 Adidas, 100, 96. We're getting a little bit cheaper. Excellent. 64, 10.5. They have my size. Go with that. So this is very similar to the Nike shoe that I would have given you. It's just, average. I wouldn't wear this on my foot playing college tennis, but like I said, for a beginner, having a court shoe on your foot, specifically a tennis shoe, is going to make a very big difference in your movement. You will feel way more connected to the ground and just literally feel like you're feeling safe on court, if that makes sense. Like when you're wearing runners on court or not a tennis shoe, that is not a good thing when you start, running around out there. You can roll ankles or hurt your knee or whatever. So now we got to get some string. Here we go. So like I said, we're going to make it a little bit more expensive. It is currently a little bit more expensive. If you would like to purchase a polyester string, you can absolutely do that. So look, we would have RPM Blast here right now. That's a very popular polyester string, but it's around $20. So it's way more expensive than the Syngut we used. Velocity is a great option. Maybe we'll use that in the example. It's 11. Hybrid G is a soft poly that would work well as well. Confidential here, you guys know how much I love that. If you guys watch the videos, great string that is. But for the sake of it, let's go with a multi-filament here. We'll use head. I know we used head as the last string example, but also you could use Wilson Sensation or Wilson NXT is good as well. Just another good string to throw in there for a beginner. Good on your arm, good comfort. So there's that, and then also let's just grab some grips there. We did Wilson Overgrips last time. Did I just select? I'm on Overgrips. There we go. Look at that. See, you got a couple options here. You got head. We chose the Wilson. Tornagrip is a great option as well if you like that feeling. If you're a beginner, though, I would just probably stick to, the head Wilson Yonex. So we'll go with Yonex. Tornagrip is a little bit of a different feeling. It's like a dry grip. Really good if you're playing in the sun and you're sweating a lot. But the Super Grap here from Yonex is great. So let's stick with that. We go to checkout and we're at $234. So, yep, we're a little bit more expensive. By the time, you add tax and shipping, depending on where it's going to be a little bit more expensive. The other one was just over 160. So if you really, really go cheap, you definitely can make it under $200. If you want to, pick and choose some things, it's going to be a little bit more, but you definitely can still make it very, very cheap. So guys, that is going to be kind of it. I just wanted to show you guys how you can really get some good tennis gear here on a budget. You guys can use TennisZon if you want. It's a great site. It's in Canada. And if you guys just want to use, the code, you guys can to get stuff that is at its normal price. You get 10% off. And that's if you want to buy multiple things as well. So, of course, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was valuable to you all. And yeah, if you do this, enjoy your gear and get out on the court and let me know what you guys think. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.